Alright everyone, here we go. This is an all signs reading, one I've been waiting to do here. Open August big with North Node energy. North Node energy is very, very powerful. It's moon energy. It's about the face of the moon. One face faces one way north, the other face faces the other way, we call it south. This time around we're talking about the North Node, point of destiny, which is in Taurus. There's a lot going on in Taurus. There's a party at Taurus's house, right? There's a party at the North Node's house. We can call it either one. But mostly, I think, I did a tweet the other day where I talked about there was a party at the North Node's house. I think the party is at Taurus's house, right? The energy of Taurus, grounding energy. It's nice energy. It's a real formal party. You know, it's real cool. It's like a study group or a book club kind of thing. Everyone got glasses on. They're sitting there studying. And then Uranus and Mars show up with the North Node, okay? North Node comes in, it's perfectly fine to sit that party. It's in Taurus, it's nice grounded energy. Uranus and Mars, however, are a bit like inviting Guns N' Roses, Slash from Guns N' Roses and a gangster rapper to this party, this little book club where everyone's sitting around with their glasses on. It really is. And the reason that they're partying hard, Uranus and Mars, is because Uranus is about to go retrograde. It's a nice homespun way of explaining it. Uranus going retrograde is akin to maybe they're going off to the military. Maybe they're going off to college or whatever. Either way, they're going to be quiet for a while. So they're having one last blowout. All right? But Taurus lives in a very peaceful neighborhood. You know, I try to give it to you this way without all the the hocus pocus and all of that. It really is a powerful energy. What it's doing, right, is it's creating a undying urge to reach out to you, to get something that someone lost, to get something, to have something that they know they feel. But at the same time, there's an undying urge, there's a resistance to it. The energy around it, the people at the Taurus party, basically, the book club, wants to call the police and put a stop to it. So that said, what we've got here is we've got a quiet little party where some rabble-rousers show up, and while the people at the party want to join in, they also have this urge to call the police and make it go away. So we've got a push-pull going on here, which is why in the weekly reading this week we had our overall energy as the Tower. Okay? Because in and out energies, as I've been telling you, especially with the North Node in Taurus, lead to towers, lead to emotional breakdowns, lead to realizations, lead to things going wrong in someone's life because they're moving against the point of destiny. The point of destiny is pointing toward reaching out to the soulmate connection. These are very important soulmate connections in this cycle. And someone's fighting against it. Although there is, and I want to point out, an undying urge, irresistible almost, to reach out. It's creating an urgency, all right, which is also causing your person to want to flee. It's a powerful energy. This entire month of August is sandwiched with North Node energy. We begin with this and we end with another North Node energy at the end of the month, where I think it's a sextile with Chiron, something along those lines. That said, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Your sign doesn't matter here. It's just straight up energy reading. All right? But if you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. This reading is technically timeless because you're all on different timelines moving at different speeds. This is some powerful shit. It's going to affect your life too, okay, on your side. So keep that in mind as I go through the reading. How might this be affecting me? How am I feeling? Keep asking yourself that. And keep looking at it. Don't be like your person here. Don't have that undying urge to run from it. Face it head on, all right? That said, someone here who ran definitely has an undying urge to reach out. We're going to use the animal deck for the main read. I've got a pre-shuffle. I just wanted to show you we're going to use the Witch's deck for the clarifiers. Randomly at the bottom is the Eight of Wands. It's a fast, urgent energy to reach out. It's already there. It's already sitting there on the deck. And here in my pre-shuffle, we see exactly what I described. I like to give you these analogies because there's all kinds of hocus pocus and everybody wants to say this and that about, the stars and the this and whatever. I think it's easier to understand it in party context. All right, the energies around it want to call the police on all this energy, but there is an undying urge to reach out. There's the resistance, the Nine of Wands, which is futile. Nines are the end in tarot. It's crossed by the Knight of Wands. Okay, got a lot of wands, a lot of passion. Wands, 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 everywhere wands. All right, so there's an undying urge to reach out, but there's the base energy is resistance. The base energy would be the party at Taurus's house of the book club. The book club doesn't want Guns N' Roses and a gangster rapper to show up. It's not right. It doesn't fit. They should be at the party on the other block, right? They should be at maybe Leo's party or something, but they like it. It's kind of fun. It makes the group a little bit more fun, so they want to reach out. They feel left out by not participating. The Five of Pentacles. Who? The Emperor. The Divine Masculine. Somebody here, it's a silent energy, but it's a stubborn energy, okay? And right here, I've got Victory crossed by the Nine of Swords. Again, the whole thing, as I go through the pre-shuffle, shows a push and pull, right? I want to join in the fun. I want to reach out. I want to reach out because I'm missing out on something, but I don't at the same time. They get in their head about it. Should we just, it's like the people at the Taurus party whispering to themselves, should we call the police? I mean, but they look like they're having so much fun, This person sees you as fun on some level. I don't think, and I don't mean it in the sense of you're just for fun or it's just some kind of game. I mean they see you as someone they can have a future with. Very stubborn energy here down the middle. With this Nine of Swords crossing the Six of Wands, they just getting in their own way of their own fun. It's futile though. It's the pull of an entire chariot to reach out. And the Chariot is bookending the Nine of Wands, that resistance to it. All right, it's a whole party full of good girls where a couple of bad boys show up. Right? They wanna do it. Everybody likes that. Everybody likes the bad boy, but the good girls have been trained to be good their whole life. So I don't know. This person here, and that ties in with your person perfectly. They've been raised to believe certain things. They live their life a certain way. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're staying where they're supposed to stay. But boy, do they want to break free from that. All right, let's shuffle the deck and let's go. It's a difficult energy to explain. I think I simplified it nicely. All right, let's see where we go here. Give me the soulmate cycle with the energies of the North Node, Uranus, Mars energies, universe. Let's see where we go. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? And this is going to be a hell of a reading. There it is. Knight of Cups is why we're here. We're here because of the Knight of Cups. When I read I've been out here pulling on this cycle a while. When I read the energy of the runners, I always get this in their fantasy. They're the Knight of Cups, right? It's what I just told you. Those good girls, whether your person's male or female, I'm just drawing an analogy here. Those good girls at the party want to be bad. In their mind, they're partying with Guns N' Roses and the gangster rapper, right? They're partying with them. Yeah, woohoo! In their mind, this is a very fairyland energy here with this. It's what they wish they were, what they want to do, right? Come towards you. A little apology. Let's do this. Let's have fun. Let's this and that. What comes after the cut? The Fool. But it's a risk. It's something different for them. I wasn't even worried about what card was going to come out. I was curious. I didn't think it would be a Tower. I'm not surprised to see this. I thought it might be 8 Wands. Same difference. The energy in their mind. They're the Knight of Cups, right? But right here, they're just this little bird afraid to leave the nest. Afraid, whispering. Should we call the police? Should we call the police? No, don't call the police. Go toward go party, have fun, right? Your book club's fucking boring. Their life on their side is fucking boring. I get that a lot from these runners. They're bored, right? It's not what they thought it would be, right? It's not working out, but yet they stubbornly stick with it. And that's, again, there's an undying urge. It's Fool. It's major arcana. Go, time to leave the nest, little bird. But they see it as a risk, whispering to themselves, should I just run away? Should we just call the police? That kind of thing. So far, reading's backing up the energy. Let's give the deck a final shuffle. Let's cards. Ask the universe to give us the soulmate cycle with the energies of Uranus, North Node, and Mars. The North Node is the primary energy here. The moon is the second most powerful energy that affects us on a daily basis. It's powerful enough to stretch the earth as it pulls the oceans from side to side. It can certainly affect your life, and it does. The North Node in Taurus is not allowing for this in and out, this wishy-washy. I think it brought Uranus and Mars with it to this little party to try to stir things up. You know, you could look at it that way. It's going to be a boring party. Let's call Uranus and Mars and have them come. All right? I know Uranus is going off to retrograde soon, so let's give them a call. Yeah, the universe is really trying. I say this about this cycle as I shuffle here. I have never seen the universe try so hard. These are very important connections. There's very important lessons here. It goes way beyond anything I've ever seen. This cycle is amazing. Overall energy of our reading, I got my shuffle, is the Ace of Cups. I see this cup, the way I feel this cup, it's shaking. It's like a volcano about to blow, smoke coming out of it, right? And I've told you this before, we've been talking about this. This card, this Ace of Cups has become toxic because it hasn't been given. You know, I give this analogy of this party. Those bookworm girls at that party, they ain't been laid in a while, right? These two rock stars show up, you know, and the North Node is there, and it's like saying it's okay, it's cool. You know, everybody trusts the North Node. It's destiny, right? All this person, you know, all this person wants to do, on one hand, they want to sit there and be proper, and on the other hand, they want someone to slam them against the washing machine in the back and bang the fuck out of them. It's right there. It comes up. It hasn't been given, and it's building up pressure. And because it hasn't been given, it's becoming toxic. You know, like I said, I think the North Node brought Uranus and Mars with it just to stir some shit. It really is a month of stirring shit, including the full moon in the middle of the month in Aquarius. It's the shit stirrer moon. That's officially what Steve's Love Tarot is calling it. I don't care what the astrologers are calling it. Jesus, what's crossing this? Look at this. 10 swords. Can't take it anymore. 10s are the end and dead end that break to a new beginning. Can't take it anymore. This is that snapping point, right? The snapping point we've been talking about. It's crossing that. This Ace of Cups, by the way, is crossing that Knight of Cups in my reading. So it backs up what I said. In their mind, in their fantasy, they're this knight, this shining Knight of Cups. In reality, they're that fool. They're just a fool. They're that little bird on that card, afraid to leave the nest. It's building up here. I think my analogies are pretty solid in this one. Everybody can relate to parties. We've all been to parties. All right? Your person's trying to be the wallflower, and all they want to do is get banged big time. Okay? It's a good analogy. Here we go. Our reading's on the flip. This is so much power here. You have no idea how much this is about to blow. For a good number of you, they won't be able to fight the urge, right? They're gonna reach. This is powerful energy. It's the North Node. It's not fucking around. Energy, and by the way, I wrote a whole blog article on the North Node back in January when I pulled the North Node reading. You might want to read that. You'll learn a little bit more about what destiny is and all that kind of stuff. You can find it in my blog. And the links are all over the place on the channel. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person feels in their emotions, how they're behaving in the 3D at the party. Right here is their soul, okay? Could be what they feel about you and the soul, but I think in this case, in this reading, it might just be their soul in general. What's going on in there? Right here's the message from the universe. I'll tell you what she says. It's red with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top. I like this party. I don't mind telling you. I think you're going to get banged. I think we can get this wallflower, bookwormy person here to go into the laundry room with us. That's what I think, based on this energy. I'll tell you what, that 10 is encouraging. That 10 is very encouraging right there, crossing that Ace of Cups. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end. You bet your sweet asses, and I know they are, right? There's going to be a link for an extended in the description. All right, we'll see where we go because we're going to need to dig deeper. We're going to stay late to the party. Right here, what's the energy around the connection? 6 cups. thinking. There's an absorbent. This is part of the reason why the universe is trying so hard here with these connections. There's an absorbent amount of past lives here. I see them as the roots. You can see them as the roots. I know they're there. There's a lot of them. Okay, both good and bad past lives. So you've got a mix of karma here. It's mostly good stuff, and I've told you that before. But there's always, light and shade. So some lifetimes you two weren't very good together, right? This one here might be an example of that. This is an example of where you could be good together, all right? If somebody gets over them damn selves. The Six of Cups in this connection means it's up to the free will, but the universe is trying to bring this together. It's doing it through memories and thoughts, putting you in front of your person on billboards, on TV, all kinds of things. They're going to be seeing a lot of signs and things along those lines. But you'll be seeing them too. Remember, I'm not just talking about them. Also ask yourself, how would this apply to me? You're swimming in this energy too. You're coming to the party with me. We're going. So maybe we're just observers, right? And how are they behaving in the 3D? Their emotions. See, right there, toxic. It is. This Ace of Cups has become toxic because it's not flowing. Water that sits, right? Water is emotion in this little thing here. Water that sits picks up bacteria, picks up viruses. You shouldn't drink it if it's been sitting too long. Even if it's been sitting in a glass on your counter too long, you shouldn't drink it. You have no idea. If you were to put a little bit of it under a microscope, you'd freak out when you find out how much shit fell into it while it was sitting there for a few days. Even though you took it from the filter yourself and put it on the counter and just left it there by accident. Dump it out, get a new glass. You'll pay for it. You might pay for it. This Ace of Cups directly relates to this. This is an obsession. In other words, I'll phrase it this way. We'll stick with our party analogy. These little wallflowers, while they're making a face of disgust when Guns N' Roses and the damn gangster rapper walk in, right? They're making, oh God, oh geez, what are they doing here? Like that. Secretly, deep down, they want to hit that shit. Okay? It is an energy of obsession. It is somebody who is working against their soul's true purpose, somebody who's defying fate, somebody who's defying destiny. The North Node, the point of destiny, has shown up, right? You don't say no to the North Node. If you do, you pay a price, right? This person here, I can't wait to clarify that. I'm going to pull on that devil in the extended because this is in their emotions. This isn't a soul thing. This is a soul thing, and it's bookending the Six of Cups with a devil down the middle. Yeah, it's the Knight of Pentacles. That doesn't surprise me. This person, your person is fucking stubborn as shit. All right, in the soul, this is a reliable energy though. This is the Knight of Pentacles. He's slow, but he always gets there. That said, the universe is slowly working your person. It's almost as if we show up to the party and I sit down next to your person and I'm whispering in their ear, no, it's cool. Go for it. You should go over and have some fun. You should party with them. Go, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Right? The universe itself is whispering in your person's ear, urging them, encouraging them. That's that urgency to reach out. That's why this Ace of Cups is shaking. It's volatile. It's become toxic. It really has. We've been talking about that for a couple of weeks now. It really has. And that's what happens when love is left to sit. Someone's denying, and it's just become toxic. Slowly but surely they're getting there. There's change happening, but your person could be going a lot faster. What's stopping them? Themselves. Their own propensity to self-sabotage. They're listening to the devil. The devil's whispering in their ear, and the angels are whispering in their ear. All right? And they're listening more to the devil whispering in their ear, which is keeping them in their own toxic situations and things along those lines. But there's a slow change happening here. What's the universe want to tell us? It's red with the Six of Cups. See? Come on. You knew we'd see a tower. You fucking knew it. It was the overall energy of our weekly reading. It's in the message from the universe. I say, universe, what do you want to tell the viewers? And it gives me a fucking tower. Not only is it major arcana, it's a fucking tower. It's what happens. This is the epitome of wishy-washy here. Right? The devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other. The universe is sticking them in. Right? It's telling them all about you. Right? The universe is just putting you in their face. And this person here is behaving, because this Ace of Cups has become toxic, they've got all kinds of excuses why not to come towards you. That's what happens when an Ace of Cups becomes toxic. We go, oh, I love them, but they did this, and they said that. That's what happens. And the love's still there. It's building, though. This is going to be, this whole fucking reading is going to be interesting to clarify. Anyway, it's putting them in a tower. They don't even believe their own shit anymore. All right, because of what they're thinking and feeling, because of right here the energy of the connection, it has a warm, fuzzy feeling. Okay, someone wants to make it right. This tower is more. How do I phrase this? It's more of a spanking. It's more of someone who's kicking themselves than it is anything else. We'll see when we clarify. What's the potential final outcome here? It's red with the devil, technically, but the tower is our lead in. Yeah, the star. Destiny. Well, it's the point of destiny, the North Node. Okay? This person is exactly what I said. It's just verifying my energy read. They're going against their point of destiny. They're going against what they really want to do. And I just phrase it simply here and say they're going against what they want to do. They want to bang you, but they're sitting there at the party still pretending to be a wallflower. That's it. Listen, Uranus is cool energy. Mars is a rabble-rouser. And the point of destiny is just trying to show your person, which it's doing by putting you in front of them all over the place, either in memories or on billboards or on TV, things that remind them of you, all of that. Slowly but surely, it's working them, right? And they keep landing in towers here. They keep trying to fight it. It's also a, I don't want to call this an epiphany because that's an Ace of Swords, but it's kind of like that. It's kind of like, oh, they wish they could start over. This is a wish card. They do wish they could start over, but they can. At the same time, the energy is there for it. They just need to let this water flow or dump this out and get some fresh water in there. And that's done through a conversation with you guys, all right? That's done with that. The universe is really trying to help here. All right. The bottom of this, like I said, is the Eight of Wands. Randomly. Let's shuffle the deck here. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? Why? Why is the Six of Cups here? Why? This is going to be an interesting reading to clarify. So this actually is your snapshot of that party. Right? It really is. It's unreal. Wishy-washy causes towers. The moral of the story here. They know what they want to do. Why is the Six of Cups here? Let's clarify. Let's take this deeper. All right. Yeah. See, this is why there's a tower here. These two are read together, right? Why is there a tower here? Well, because the universe they're feeling you, right? Feeling those past lives, the universe putting them in front of you, whatever it is, nostalgia, thinking about what they could have had, wishing that they could have it again. Well, here it is, the Five of Wands is crossing it. Yeah. The energy of your connection right now is some fuckwit arguing with themselves about whether or not you matter. And the universe is like, they do matter. They matter big time. I got the star in my final outcome. These are powerful connections. They manifested it. Their wish. They're going against their own wish. You do matter. And it's causing towers. They're going against it. They're fighting this energy. They're fighting the universe. And when we do that, we land in towers. Things get torn down. We lose jobs. We lose friends. We lose relationships. We have emotional breakdowns, etc., etc. What's on top? Judgment. Wow. The universe isn't playing. Okay? That's how we're going to read that card. The universe is trying to bring two soulmates together. It's trying well, why do I say that? I'll show you. Well, first of all, this is a moon, isn't it? This can be looked at a lot of different ways. This could be the eclipse, this could be a new moon, or this could be the North Node. You know, again, it's all symbolism. The universe can't change the pictures when I pull the cards. It is what it is. But what I wanted to show you is this is a card of somebody from the past returning. This is a card of somebody from the past returning, but it's stronger. It's major arcana. It takes us to the world. If your person shows up, they get to move to a new level. Then it goes to the Fool, which we got after the cut. We need to take fantasy into reality here. This is the universe trying very hard to do this. All right, it's right there. And of course they want a second chance, your person does, but they go against it. So we get a tower. Wise judgment here. The moon. Look at that. I was just talking about the moon. We're pulling a North Node reading, and I got basically two moons here. The moon. Your person Underneath the surface, your person wants a second chance with you. All they want is that. Okay? But there's just so much stuff that they have to consider first, and none of it matters. All right, again, giving the party analogy. Your person is the bookwormy wallflower at this party, right? We've got you coming in. You look like you're having fun over there. You're someone who's doing something at the party. This person is just all kinds of stuff. It's bringing up all kinds of things for your person. Just what the universe is doing is putting you in front of them, and it's bringing up all sorts of things. They're judging things in their own life. They're having to look at some things, and they want to come toward you at the same time. All the while, it's all happening underneath the surface. On the surface, they're that wallflower at the party. Okay? On the surface, that's what they are. Underneath the surface, it's a fucking storm. It's a tower. These are read together. See? This is massive. This is a massive amount of energy. This is going to be one of those Dr. Phil extendeds or something. I don't know. Why is the devil here? Well, we're not anywhere near done here. The universe is already going deep. It's crazy. Why is the devil here? What the hell is going on? Now this paints the devil. It adds energy to the devil because of the moon card here and the tower here. All right. Why is the devil here? Tell me about the devil. What's crossing the devil is always very important. I got a star here. It's red with the devil, and it's crossed by a star. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. These are really powerful connections, you guys. Okay, this is... On the runner side, I think the DF side, as we learned in a recent Twin Flame journey, the DFs are fine. They're growing, they're learning. The DM side, the runner side, which is primarily the runner side here, is fighting destiny. They're fighting the North Node. No, I don't want to join in. No. And it's just creating a toxin within them, a toxic Ace of Cups within them. It really is. That energy is getting very strong. Something's got to give here. All right, you drink enough toxic water, you eventually puke it up. All right, they're going to need somebody to hold their hair in a little bit. What's on top? The Hangman. The Hangman is what's creating the toxic energy. Somebody not joining in. They're supposed to. It's destiny. They're supposed to join in. They're supposed to, if nothing else, they're supposed to learn something from you. There's a reason that they're supposed to go in your direction. Okay? Whatever the case here, this Hangman, this indecision, somebody is causing toxin. It's causing a buildup here. Somebody is sitting in something that they're not supposed to be sitting in because I've got destiny crossing it. I think this is how this person needs to learn the lesson in part. We'll see. Why is the Hangman here? The Chariot. See? That's why. They're supposed to be doing that. They're supposed to be moving forward. A balanced Emperor drives the Chariot. This person's just getting spanked, you guys. I mean, I can't even find the words. I mean, the party analogy doesn't even do it justice anymore. But it's all I got for this reading, really. They're supposed to be partying. The whole point, Mars, Uranus, and the North Node showed up to the party was to get your person off the couch. Because your person isn't that bookworm. They want to party. They want to have some fun. Not sit there and do a damn book club in their boring life, which has become toxic. And they're not. They're sitting there, and it's causing towers. It's creating toxic energy. They're supposed to be doing this. This is why the Hangman is here. It's the Chariot. This also because I have destiny here, right? It tells me, one, they manifested this, and they've gone against it, which in turn creates towers by itself, creates toxin. But also, the connection is, all the connections in this cycle are Cancerian energy. They're Cancerian themed energy, okay? The cycle is brought to you by the energy of Cancer. So, that being said, the connection itself has appeared. You two had soul recognition. You two connected initially. Whether anyone ran or not doesn't matter. You two connected initially because this connection has importance. It's here, more importance than what's usual. Okay, usually there's always importance for a soul connection, but in this case here, it's something much deeper than that, because your person here was living very unhappy life. So much so that they manifested their way out of it, but when it showed up, they just weren't together enough to take it. All right, let's go here. Slowly but surely here. The Knight of Pentacles, I don't mind the Knight of Pentacles in the soul. I don't usually like Pentacles in the soul energy, but the Knight of Pentacles is okay. It means that they'll get there. They have to. I mean, how many towers can you take? Knight of Pentacles, why is it here? I'm so glad the universe gave me the tower here and not in the pre-shuffle. I'm so glad it did that. Because I'd love the chance to clarify that. Knight of Pentacles, tell me about it. Why is it here? The High Priestess. It's all there. It's just pushed down. We've been talking about that a lot. I've been saying a lot lately. If your person follows their intuition, they come right to you. They're not. They're pushing it down here. They're pushing down their own desire for a second chance with you. They're pushing it down with the moon. They're afraid. They're generating fears and whatever. Again, like that wallflower at the party. The only reason you're sitting there afraid to go party with Mars, Uranus, and the North Node, when in reality it's all they really want to do. It's causing a problem. It's causing almost an air of toxic disappointment that we've been talking about. That toxic disappointment is here. Net, we get a tower. What's on top? 9 swords. See? Fighting. 9 swords. 9s are the end in tarot. That's good. 10s are the end and dead end that lead to new beginnings. But 9s are the end. But it's someone, all this energy is telling me here is the reason they're going slow. The reason their soul is slow to wake the fuck up, right, is because of them. Because of what they're doing, what they're telling themselves. I said they're generating fears, didn't I? Well, right here. I said they're generating fears. There's the moon. These are bookends. They're read together. Why is the 9 of swords here? 7 of swords. Person's full of shit. Your person's own bullshit is slowing them down. Again, that girl at the party. Whether your person's male or female, I got a girl at a bookworm party. And I got partiers that showed up. North Node, Uranus, and Mars. Like, this girl could tell herself all day, oh no, I wouldn't. I would never get banged in the laundry room. Oh no. Full of shit. That's all she wants to do. Right? Leaving a wet spot on the couch. She's so excited about Mars and Uranus being there and the prospect of it. Here's your wet spot on the couch right there. Alright? Dripping through. Your person's full of shit. The 7 of swords here. Everything they tell themselves is a lie. They're making shit up at this point. It's why this Ace of Cups has become toxic. What did I tell you at the beginning of this video? I said this energy of the North Node, Uranus and Mars, creates an undying urge to come towards you, which I've just described, but with a wet spot on the couch that's soaked through. An undying urge to bang you in a fucking laundry room like an animal, right? Because their life is boring. But at the same time, the energy around it, that Taurus grounding energy, the bookworms at the party, there's a resistance to it. Okay? There's a resistance. But the resistance is lighter, is smaller than the urge. The urge to come towards you is driven by the North Node, Uranus, and Mars. Those are powerful energies, right? It's what they're supposed to do. And I'm pulling, it's funny, whenever I pull a North Node reading, I get the star a lot. I got it twice. Here, I got the star here and the star in the final outcome. This bullshit. This is why they're going slow. It's the nonsense, the fears that are being generated. No, the fears are nonsense. It's perfectly fine. Your person is living against their soul's true purpose. It's very clear in this reading. And this is their chance. August is a big chance. It's a good chance to put things down in August. Put things down. Put your person in particular, the runner here, needs to put down the old way and move toward the new way, which is actually their destined way, right? They need to put down this rigid thinking they have, that I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to live my life a certain way. There's always this energy with these runners of this is how we do things, right? Like they're staying, if they're married, for example, they're staying in a marriage because that's what you do. You stay, you make it work, you stay. No! If it's not working and somebody like this connection with you comes along, you take it, right? You take your out. The practical side will work itself out. There's always a way. There's always a way to make things work financially or whatever. That's all minor compared to the cups. Because when the cup becomes toxic, it'll kill you, right? It will kill you. It will. You drink toxic enough water, it will kill you. You'll get toxic shock, you're dead. It's just, you know, yes, sepsis. No way. No way. Tower here. Your person's borderline sepsis here. And I see it. This Seven of Swords, though, and this Nine of Swords together tell me that everything they're telling themselves about why they shouldn't come towards you, that's slowing them down, all the fears the moon is generating, is all nonsense. It's not even real. It's all a lie. Right? There is nothing. There is nothing there keeping you two apart. It's nothing or nothing that can't be worked out, and very minor kind of shit. But these are usually both nonsense things, right? This person here running away, always keeping an eye on you, right? This here keep staying up at night worrying about stuff that may or may never happen, probably won't ever happen, all that. Now, as I'm shuffling, I'm talking, I'm pulling on the Tower. We're going to talk to the universe right now, and we're pulling on a fucking Tower. Why is the Tower here? Wheel of Fortune is crossing the Tower. Son of a bitch. This person. Round and round and round. Basically, we're talking to the fickle old gal universe here. As you know, I've got a lot of new people here, about 4,000 in the past week or so. So I call the universe fickle old gal. I always have, because she's very fickle. And yeah, she's a gal. The fickle old gal here is saying, Steve, tell them that I'm going to keep punching this person until they do something. Right? The universe sitting down next to your person at that party and is punching them in the arm every time they do something or think something stupid. That's what it's saying here. This is a spinning wheel. It's not the 180 degrees. It's not anything. It just goes round and round. I don't know how many times, and I say this all the time to you, I don't know how many times your person could stick their hand in the meat grinder before they realize that it does the same thing every time. These runners are stubborn. And if you don't think your person's stubborn, you're wrong. They are fucking stubborn as shit. Okay? What is on top here? As I say that, I do not know. I did not look. The Emperor is right here. That same stubborn energy from the pre-shuffle from another deck. Stubbornly sitting here in his chair. Right? With all his stuff. While you're off having fun. This is our party. This is the wallflower. Right? These two over here are banging in the laundry room. This is Uranus and Mars. Right? They're banging in the laundry room. This one here is sitting here. Oh, God. It's appalling. I would never do such a thing. When in reality, there's a raging boner sticking up. You can't see it, but it's just poking through right underneath there. Yeah. Wishing, hoping. But bullshit. This person's full of shit. They're just stubborn. And the universe is going to keep punching them and punching them. And it says that here, right here. With the Emperor's red with the Judgment card. Right? That's the universe. That's God's source, the universe itself. Judgment don't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot. Or it's much classier bang in a bar bathroom either. It doesn't matter. It doesn't come out for that. It is very powerful connection. It's going to keep coming around and around and around until your person gets it. Now, this is the card that's going to be interesting. I don't know what it is. Why is the Emperor here? See, right there, Two of Swords. I love it. It had to be. I was hoping for two wands. I'll be honest with you. I was hoping for two wands. It's two swords. Again, it's just saying the same thing. The fears that they're generating here with the moon, under the surface, this person knows what they want to do. This is two Ace of Swords, and they're not crossed in this deck. Okay? They know exactly. There's one clear path. And that clear path is over here with you. Get your fucking ass up off the chair. You know you wanna. Okay? It's an easy way to phrase it. And it's simple. You get the point. They're telling themselves nonsense. All right? And they're going against destiny. I've got the star as our final outcome, and I've got the star crossing a devil. All right? And the star in and of itself, when it comes out in a reading, implies a tower. In fact, in this reading, it came out perfectly. It came out, the tower came out first, and then we got the star. That's in sequence. Right? The tower came out first, and then we get the star. At the end of the day, what the universe is saying is they know what they want to do. Two swords. This son of a bitch is getting up off this throne and going over there, whether he or she wants to or not. The universe is going to keep punching them round and round and round with the Wheel of Fortune there. Okay? There's many layers of energy here. I don't want to confuse the reading. Okay? We'll cover some of that in the extended. I will say for some of you, your person has suffered a reversal of fortune, which has hurt their ego. That's only for a few of you. Okay? That energy is here. I'm trying to give you just the baseline here. I'm trying to give you something that you can sink your teeth into that makes sense as to why this week feels so crazy, because it's going to feel crazy to you. And I'm telling you it's going to feel crazy to your person, but I'm telling you, in their case, how and why. Okay? Now, at the end of the day, you two come together. The universe, this is supposed to happen. Okay? Whether they show up with toxic water to share with you, well, that's up to them. Okay? I don't know yet. We're going to find out. Why is the star here? Give me the final on this, universe. This is communication here. This is an energy that's there. You know, it's right there. It's upon us. It's not delayed. It's not any of that. All right, let's see where we go. They appear to come out of the Hanged Man in another layer of energy. Okay? It's what they want to do. They're just fighting it. It's destiny that they will eventually take the Chariot. Again, we saw the Chariot in the pre-shuffle, bookending a 9 of Wands, that wall of resistance. It's a push-pull energy. But the push towards you is stronger than the pull away. Okay? Let's see. The universe is pushing them towards you, big time. Why is the star here? Why? What's the final on this? Crossing the star is the Page of Wands. It's an apology. It's someone who... The curiosity is too much. This card is very powerful. This card is very weak. The weak energy, environmental energy, it's a curious page. Okay? The curiosity about you and what it might be like to bang you in the laundry room at that party is too strong for this person to stay away. Eventually they lose. They can't win. This is what this energy is saying. They cannot win. It's not saying they show up as a page, which I believe they probably do anyway. It's saying they can't win. The environmental energy around them, that curiosity about, again, he watching these two bang in the laundry room, raging boner on the throne here, sitting there, pretending he's not interested. No, very interested. Very interested. Knows exactly what they want to do. The curiosity to come towards you is very strong. Okay? Very strong, because this is a very strong energy here. This is the point of destiny, which is what the North Node is. The North Node talks some sense into your person. Uranus and Mars are tearing up this little bookworm party. The North Node sits down on the couch next to your person. Destiny talks in their ear and talks some sense into them. Is trying to anyway. Jesus. Wow. What's on top here? See, look at that. The Ace of Cups. And look, now it's flowing. This tells me, the Chariot tells me they'll come out of the Hanged Man. The star crossing here tells me it's destiny that they come out of the Hanged Man and come towards you. A balanced Emperor, the Emperor drives the Chariot, whether balanced or not. The Emperor drives the Chariot. The Emperor will get off the chair. It's saying the same thing here with the Wheel of Fortune crossing. The Emperor will get off the chair. A decision will be made. The fears are not strong enough. In this card here, same thing. We've got the water flowing now. Here we have toxic water that's sitting. With that devil card there becoming toxin, we have the Ace of Cups. It's destiny. The water will flow. There will be a conversation here. This is also read with the Hanged Man, and it's saying the Hanged Man, they will come out of the Hanged Man. The reading is cross-checking itself. That's all. It's very simple. Why is the Ace of Cups here? What's the final on this? You are going to shit yourself. I just looked. What do you think the final is on this if you were paying attention to this reading? Because I showed you something about this deck before I shuffled it, right? Didn't I? I showed you a card. Well at the beginning of this reading. The same fucking card after shuffle, came back. The Eight of Wands. See, there's always a reason if you put back your cards randomly and do the same thing each time with a random shuffle. There's always a reason. You'll forget what's at the bottom. In fact, don't ever look. When you're doing a reading, look at it. It's always very important. Here it is. It's important this time, that Eight of Wands that I showed you earlier, that was randomly at the bottom of the Witch's deck when I picked it up, is here because it's communication. It's saying what I already told you. The Eight of Wands is read with the Chariot. This is fast forward movement. This is fast forward movement. It's read with a flowing Ace of Cups now. The end result here is communication. This guy here, your person, getting up, and they will be banging you in the laundry room. The North Node will talk some sense into this person. I don't think it's going to happen today, but I do think I know about the energies of August. I know that this is the first piece of bread in our North Node sandwich that is August. And everything in between is all squares and a shit-stirring full moon. A lot of what? Towers. Everything in between is. Alright? It's the end of the month, the North Node with Chiron, it's a bit of a healing energy. It's a bit of, it's sort of like the end of the story. Somebody here got banged in the laundry room and suddenly realized, I should have done that a long time ago. Something along those lines. That said here, this is communication. We got a reading that ends with the Eight of Wands. It is up to your person. It's minor arcana. But it's also read with the Chariot and a flowing Ace of Cups. Sitting all on top of the point of destiny. The North Node, basically. Energy. It's right there. This is some powerful shit, you guys. This is some crazy shit. But that's what's going on. There's an undying urge, irresistible urge to reach out to you. But at the same time, the external influences are saying no, no, no. It's Amy Winehouse trying to make you go to rehab, but your person's saying no, no, no. But it don't matter. You know, they're going. The universe is like, they're going, even if the universe has to drag them into the car. Now, here's our problem, and here's what we'll figure out in the, well, it's not a problem, but here's our issue. And here's what we'll figure out in the extended, in part. The extended is going to be vast because I've got an emperor on top of a tower with a wheel of fortune. I've got the devil crossed by the star, and I've got 7 swords in the soul. Okay? Deception and lies they're telling themselves. And I've got the star as my final outcome. That alone would be an epic extended. But there's one more issue that I need to pull on in the extended, and that's going to be when they do show up. Are they showing up with a toxic Ace of Cups, or is the universe trying to tell us they're showing up with an Ace of Cups that's flowing a little bit? Because it's already become toxic. And it doesn't matter if you just start shaking the water up. If you know, you can't just take toxic water and shake it up and move it and dump it back and forth between two things like temperance and make it all nice and good again. No, in this analogy here, it's going to require a refiltering. And what's a refilter in this case? It's conversation, right? So we need to figure out how this conversation is going to go. We need to see if there's a filter even. All right, see what's going to happen. This is new energy upon us here, okay? And it's a game changer. There's no doubt. Now let's shuffle the deck, the original deck we started with, the animal deck, the base energy, and let's ask the universe if there's anything else it wants to tell you before I go pull some wicked voodoo. And I've got my work cut out for me on this extended. We're just going to pull a bunch of side reads, and we'll see what we get. And I will pull on your role in all this too. Okay, I'll find out. You know, because especially because of what we found out in yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know. Someday recently I did a twin flame journey reading, right? Because of what we found out there about how they show up, we might want to dig a little deeper into that, all right? Because you play an important role here, all right? You're working with it's almost like the North Node, the point of destiny, has you on speed dial, and it keeps calling you at the party. It keeps giving you a ring to tell you what's going on with your person, sort of a thing. It's very strange. It's very hard to explain, but I'll get to the bottom of it. All right. Let's see. Give me 3 cards, universe. What else you want to tell everyone before we go? Yeah, these are powerful connections. This is the shit. Look at this. The Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, and the Wheel of Fortune is crossed by the Ace of Wands. This is, you guys, I don't know what's going on with this cycle. This cycle continues to blow my mind. There will be more books written about this cycle, this soulmate cycle, than any other one that I've ever experienced. And this is my 4th one I've studied. Okay? The cycles themselves are 12 years long. People come in and out throughout that cycle, though. You're not in it for 12 years. You come in. Some people are just coming in now. They're just entering. Oh my God, I found Steve's Love Tarot. My person just ran 2 days ago. Right. The readings still apply. You just might have to wait a little longer. You know, because you're on a different point on the timeline. That's all. But these connections here, they're ridiculous. There's some importance here. Okay, it's what the universe wants to tell you. It's especially important if you're not going to the extended, which you don't have to. But I appreciate it, but you don't have to. I do pull some serious shit in there. I will tell you that. But if you're not going, know this. I got 2 stars in this reading, including one crossing a devil and one in the final outcome. I'm pulling on the North Node, the point of destiny. This is the wheel of destiny right here. And it came up here across the tower. That's why I read it the way I did, that the universe is going to keep punching your person until they come around. It's the wheel of destiny. You don't fuck with that. It's the path you're supposed to be on. The things that happen to you in life, right, fated things, are supposed to keep you on the path. Your person keeps going against that shit with their nonsense and their bullshit, and they're pacing around, probably, as we found out in many extendeds, because they've just brought up wrong, you know, or life taught them the wrong lessons, or they learned the wrong lessons from what they were supposed to learn from the lessons they learned in life. I don't know. All I can tell you is this connection you have with this person is very important for each of you. And while I think the DFs have learned a lot and grown, I still think there's one more piece that you have to learn from this. I still think this person has a puzzle piece for you. And I think you've got a huge one for them. Okay? If their puzzle was a farm picture, you got the whole barn. Okay? You got the whole barn and the yard that you still need to give them. Right? They still haven't figured it out yet. That's very clear here. For you, they just got a couple of sky pieces you need to put in. Okay? But every piece in a puzzle is important, because a puzzle looks stupid if it's missing a piece. Even one little piece. Especially if it's a corner. God, they look really stupid when they're missing corners. Anyway, doesn't matter. There's a lot of destiny here. There's a destined new beginning that's trying to happen, and it keeps happening. It keeps flaring up and going out, right? Like a defective road flare. It keeps flaring up and then it goes out. Because there's a spiritual lesson here in that. In the starts and restarts. Or starts, stops, restarts. In that. The message from the binary code of the universe, 101. Beginning, ending, rebirth. 101. There's a meaning in all of that. Look, and as I say that, I hit the deck and I revealed the death card. That was completely by accident. Rebirth. Around and around. Verifying my energy read on the Ace of Wands crossing the Wheel of Fortune. Verifying it. The death card right there. Which if you rewind your video, you'll see that I did that purely by accident. It was just a reaction. I was just trying to move my hand. That's death. Rebirth. It keeps coming around and around for a reason. It's a very important spiritual reason. This connection here is about fear for your person, because Strength card is here. It's about them needing to be vulnerable, understanding that being afraid in life keeps you held back, keeps you stuck in things that make you unhappy. So whatever the lesson is on their side, the universe wants you to know it involves all of this fear. This is why it keeps coming up this way. 9 swords, 7 swords, the moon, all of that. Okay? And it's become toxic for them. So these connections are here. The universe doesn't keep rebooting these connections all the time like this. In most cycles, it tries 2 or 3 times and it says, fuck it, I'm out of here. Okay? It's true. That's what this is the 4th cycle I've studied in my lifetime. I haven't had time to do any others. And the other ones, it didn't try very hard. Couple of times, whatever, fuck it, I'm out of here. The universe is not saying that in this one. It's like stuck. It's like a skipping record, stuck on the same thing. All right, so there's something very important going on here. That said, you should know. You're not crazy. It's not in your head. This is just an absorbently powerful cycle. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person today with this reading, especially if I helped one person today get banged in the laundry room at a party, that is an experience all of you should have. Especially if I helped that person, then I've done my job, karmically speaking. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Now I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo, okay? And I'm actually going to pull a little bit on this as well, on this energy of the whatever the fuck's going on here. There's a lot going on, you know. We are pulling a destiny reading here, so it's a biggin. That said, good luck, and the link for the extended is in the description.